So, have you noticed, in your previous workings and current consulting, like, are there warning signs that a shortfall is coming or anything like red flags that businesses might be doing that starts that shortfall?
I think the biggest one is people jumping into the idea of treating cash um, without really understanding that cash can fund debts. But so you could take on debt and then use cash to stay current. But they always usually feel so negative about debt that they rather use all their cash right up front. And as we know, things happen, right? You have one vendor that is switching accounting systems. So instead of the 2 months they're going to pay you, it's 3 months. You could have, I mean, that's just one instance. Other instances, you had to buy a new car or new computers, make new capital expenditures for your companies. Those kind of things people pay cash for, and it's you once you start to see that number go down, that's a huge red flag. Other red flags are, you know, you're doing super well, you're getting a lot of revenue, you're paying your contractors 30 days in advance, but you're not getting paid for another 2 months, right? So, it's all of these, like, hyper growth, uh, vendors just asking for cash and you giving it to them, and not looking for better terms, and again, it goes back to that, like, information avoidance a bit, but there are red flags, and usually people, after a while, know their business pretty well to know when they're getting close.
Okay. So this might not necessarily be for a business that's just starting up. It can be even a mature business that can experience these shortfalls maybe as they grow or as they pivot into new industries.
And I think it's specifically it happens to new businesses, but I see it more fatally when it happens to mature businesses, right? It's the gentleman that started a plumbing company, and so he starts with his family and friends, and then it grows out, and then all of a sudden he's got 10 people, and it's like he's in his 7th year. And then that's when things just become so much bigger. The QuickBooks that he was using previously doesn't really make that jump for him, or, the house cleaner, or, there was one company I looked at that they drive one of those vans that goes door to door to wash dogs and things like that. And it sounds like a great thing because somebody probably gives you a check but you have to pay for the van, you have to pay for the gas, and all those kind of things. And so it you probably have cash, and you may be lucky enough to have an SBA loan to get you through those first years. But after you kind of get comfortable and you start to have expense creep, that's usually when it comes in, and it takes everybody by surprise that's when it's usually the most fatal. So yeah, this book is for if you're day one or if you're 7 years in.